Bum bum. Let's hope this one isn't a colossal disaster of disappointment like last time. Hi, welcome back to Low Energy Videos. I've been consuming grain alcohol. What have you been doing with your evening? Hopefully it's been the same. Right, let's get back into it. Oh, and for the record, I do know that was a bit of a knee-jerk bitch boy reaction I made. I'll be back to Papers, Please. At the very least, I can get one of the bad endings, which, you know, is subjective. I'm not even turning the shit on my TV here, so I'm going completely off what YouTube chat has to say. So you motherfuckers better be ready to tell me shit. Such as audio. But not tell me where to go. I do not need advice on this game. Unless when I need advice, in which case you are to tell me it. Now, if not sooner. I've got about 3 to 5 videos put aside now for my reaction videos.
Welcome back.
Live stream.
Sure thing.
So that's probably going to be my next big one. Boop, boop, boop. Get rid of it. No point. Next word. Race wrap. You know it. No. Actually, there is one thing I could use my TV for, and that's to spread the good news. So, I know. I know it's hard to keep up. This is so frantic, but you're gonna do alright. I believe in you. Oh. Come back soon, yeah? Right. Let me share this with the outside world. Which right now consists of anyone who sees me in the future, anyone who sees me in a few minutes, and me. So. Might help if I remember I can do this. And here we go. Right. Shared that shit. She's not all that. Don't fuck with me. There. Alright.
You have any luck with the ghouls?
No, but who are you? Who's Boone? Great, that's what I wanted. Because then I can talk to Boone, and then Boone is going to do things like, you know, shoot people. You know you're in for a good time when you see low energy videos post-test. And I have to have an epic fight with my controller to fucking work. Alright, so I slept, didn't I? No, I did not actually. I must have saved before I slept. What a stupid, stupid girl I am. I'm a naughty girl. You're gonna treat me right, aren't you, Daddy? Yeah, you're gonna treat me right. No one's in the chat right now, so I'm technically saying all this shit to myself, but this is oddly enough not the saddest thing I have seen all day. Thanks to Evan. May he ever be la favor. I got to see... Where is it? There we are. I got to see Good Time Johnny live for the first time. Actually, first time and a half, that's a long story. And yeah, that was fun. There's Boone.
God damn it. Don't sneak up on me like that. What do you want?
Expecting visitors. Were you here?
Yeah, well, you see anybody wearing Legion Crimson or a lot of sports equipment, you just let me know. You still haven't answered my question.
The only time anyone ever refers to the fact that Legion ever just wear sports equipment, like they've just found a bunch of football padding, and they call it armor. See what I can do to help. Alright. Cool a boot. Oh, nice. Right, this is why I wanted to have proper lockpicking skills. No. Yes. Bill of sale. They never explain why she does this in the first place.
Hey there.
Hey.
Is everything all right?
I'm not going to even question it. Damn, I'm looking swank. And she's moving fast. Look at that swag. Or swivel. Objectify the elderly woman. Go on. What does her age have to do with anything? Wait for it. Wait for it. No, seriously, just... yeah. I'm wearing... There! Damn! That's a first. Like, I've done this numerous times now. Can you get perception? Right. Up the stairs we go. Yeah, yeah.
That's it then. How did you know?
On this bill of sale.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Didn't even look at it in this
People
version.
like them to keep paperwork. Here. This is all I can give. I think our dealings are done here. I don't know. I won't be staying, I know that. Don't see much point in anything right now, except hunting legionaries. Maybe I'll wander. Like you.
Come with me. Let's go after the Legion.
You don't want to do that.
I thought snipers worked in teams.
Yeah. Working on your own, you're a lot less effective. I've been there and paid for it. But this isn't gonna end well. Fine.
I don't know why he had any question. Why doesn't he just wander over to Nelson? He must know that Nelson was taken over by the Legion and he doesn't do anything. Why didn't he say, I'm going to head over to Nelson and start taking pot shots at Legion soldiers? It makes no sense, man. Makes no sense. Just fixing this up. There we go. Oh, shit. Where is it? Hey, where is it? There. Perception and critical chance +5.
Fine by me.
Right, let's see what I can give him. I can give him the Lawgiver, but, you know, I don't want to be too overpowered. I'll give him the Mega City 1 armor. He can die in this version. Do not forget that, so I have to be very careful. There we are. Dread. You look good, baby. Almost as good as I did. I know there's a super mutant that's that attacks the Brahmin around here, but I'm going for more. I'm going for more feral means. Damn, I look like I'm a member of some weird 80s band that was trying to be too progressive for its time. Come on. No. No. Thank you, Boone. I am totally capable of handling this mighty weapon of mine. Boom. Boom. Kill it. Kill it. Oh, come on. That should have done the job. That did the job, however. Fuck you, ghoul. Makes me want to drink non-communist vodka. Yeah, I'll get back to Papers, Please. Don't worry about that. Not planning to buy any other major games though for the next probably month, to be honest with you. I got a good old-fashioned bill in the mail, which of course means I have to be a good boy and pay that off. And I'm also doing another one fairly soon. So I need to deal with that. And then... Hey, Metal Monkey. Seems to be. Never stopped me before, won't stop me again. At the very least, I can blow the shit out of the ghouls here in Repcon. Yeah. I love this gun. Almost as much as I love vodka. How are you anyway? Anything new in your world? Well, that is very true. I suppose when I break Fallout down into its core mechanics, it's not all that great. And yet, I love what it gives me. In the same way I kind of like vodka. Vodka gives me a buzz. Fallout gives me a different type of buzz. Blah, blah, blah. Got it. Come on. We got shit to do. Boom. Stealth boy. I'm not going to get my face blown off with my own explosive, so let's switch over to service rifle. Let's get a stabbing. Oh, actually, I know what I can use better for that. There we go. Yes. Where are we stabbing? Who are we stabbing? Well, actually, we're technically slashing them, not stabbing them. Aha! Oh. Oh. Aha. Foolish Boone. When you fight zombies, you use a sword, not a rifle. Oh, I'm sorry, a sword. This is a sword. I always love how they sleep the ambient music in from Fallout 1 and 2 in this, but it's so ambient that it almost sounds like a broken generator in the background. But that's the same sort of... Okay. Ow! Should have used a sword. Boom! Boom! Yeah. You aren't the only one that can make people boom with your gun. Metaphor. Smooth skin. That's our word. There, I said it.
God, but are you ugly?
You're not a ghoul. Smooth skin, stop wasting time, blah 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 blah. Aha, no. Usually upstairs. This whole area is so laid out weird. I suppose if you wanted to kill them, it would make more sense, but I find it so better if you don't kill them. It's quicker, I suppose, but
Not now, smooth skin.
oh no. Can't. Right. So is he... he's above me. There he is.
Hello, Wanderer. Please forgive us our humble surroundings.
He's got pretty
Our true
eyes.
home awaits us in the far beyond. Have you come to help us complete the great journey?
He's also got ecto cooler interiors.
I am Jason Bright.
Yeah, Jason Bright, blah blah blah. How ironic. Demons turns out to be Nightkin. I think Boone is rocking his Judge Dredd cosplay. I want to give him a Lawbringer, but actually, I could give him a no, that the game will probably crash if I give him that weapon. Whee! Alright, now I can bring out my super powerful pistol that'll kill people. My super powerful projectile pummeler. There. Yeah.
Dark in here. If I use a scope I can spot for you. Keep you on target.
Or I could just do this. These super mutants. Super mutants. I know you're hiding here. There you are. What are you doing hiding here? You gonna die? You're gonna die. Shit. Kill. Oh god, what am I doing? Boone could die in this version. Boone? You don't die on me now, okay? So you're just gonna wait
I'll sit tight.
right here, where you can't die. Somehow. Him standing exactly there will result in him not dying. And I will be the one who goes and kills everyone. Because I'm the glory hog. Damn, that did nothing. Let's try regular bullets. Oh shit. Yep, they're better. Sound cool too. Behold how my mighty enemy has been defeated through the power of mods. Also the chat, the live viewer, and the frames per second keep on clipping out and in, but I can see on screen nothing's changed. There, I guess? No, do better. S is for stim packs to make me feel better. Ah. Huzzah! No, I'm not there. Yeah. You see? You see how they drop dead? I see how they drop dead. Yeah, well, I'm not streaming in Broadcaster. I'm streaming in Gamecaster. You look throughout my my library, you're gonna find tons of games that are streamed in high definition. Really all depends on the format. Pachoo. Pachoo. Okay, Jailer is around here. There he is. They're not very good spies. I mean, I've been drinking and I spotted them there. So, yeah. This is more your failing than my problem. Okay. Aha. Aha. I'm not bullets. Shit. Oh yeah, you need 10mm for that, don't you? Okay, you look at her for a few seconds. You know, not creepily at all. It's not like she's dead or anything. You look up. Oh, what we got in here? Is this a place? It's definitely a place, but it's not a place I want to go. Yeah. Why are you being a dick? Come on. Come on, we don't have a long one tonight by the looks of it. You can survive. I believe in you, why? I believe. Okay. Yeah. When this is over, I've got Netflix to look forward to, so I've been meaning to catch up in that David Letterman one. I know he's got Jay-Z and Tina Fey. Particularly Tina Fey I'm looking forward to. Jay-Z... standard. The hell was that?
Antler says you are the one killing my kin. Antler says you must die.
Antler lied about the wall. You'll never be able to keep the humans out. And you were expecting them to build them. No. Oh. Yeah, you have. You failed Antler so hard. Shit. Come on, don't be a cunt. Come on. I'm actually kind of glad today that it doesn't look like there's going to be much in the way of an audience. $67. Good stuff. There's that noise again.
Come and get it, you big dumb.
I always think he looks like Clint Eastwood.
One of those things out there.
Which isn't a jab at Clint Eastwood. I really just look at him. Maybe not the hair, but I can definitely like look at his face and go like, damn, is that Clint Eastwood?
Maybe you noticed a bunch of invisible monsters out there.
They're all dead.
I kill them on sight, so we haven't had much time to get acquainted. They're hard to see, obviously, but they aren't too smart when it comes to tactics.
Yep.
Or not stepping in traps.
And listen to his attitude, he's very sort of no-nonsense business.
First off, I'm not trapped. This was a tactical choice, alright?
Even look at that name, Harland. It might as well be called Hardland or some shit like that.
And I've been defending it, right? Oh, who am I fooling? I'm trapped. Name's Harland. Pleased to meet you. What happened was, I was escorting folks down to work when those things attacked us. Most of the fight was upstairs, but some folks panicked and made for the basement, and I went after them. Well, turns out there were even more of those bastards down here than upstairs, and things went to shit fast. I couldn't find the others, so I fell back to this room.
You don't look the other goose from Bry. Yeah, I never got that. The way it's just so casual. Oh, look. I guess I have to kill you. How I survived. How can I get out of this room? I did find her, unfortunately. That's why I stared at the dead corpse earlier. The dead corpse. I always say that. Compared to all the different other varieties of corpses. Got tons of doctor's bags. Right, so the demons are now gone.
Okay.
And you didn't die. Now you can be killed by some death claws or something. Kind of, but he also does seem like he puts on a lot of accents anyway, so would that be him, or would it be PewDiePie himself? Would be like the character PewDiePie trying to put on a scary accent, which is over the top. Either way, his culty accent does not represent us. We need a good, solid Dubliner to come and take over the reins of the Irish representation on the internet. Oh yeah. You still with me or what? Because that just happened. Or did it? Oh, PewDiePie. Oh, shit. Also, was it me or did the game just crash? Because I'm looking at a loading screen right now. Yeah, game just crashed. So, we're going to pretend that didn't happen, but be glad that I'm immediately back into the game. Even if it's going to be only for another, like, 10 or 20 minutes.
Hey there.
Well, as far as crashes go, I can live with that shit. Demons are gone. That was all down to it saving. This is Bethesda for you. That's right, Jason. They're called doors and corridors. See? Corridors and doors are very similar. Wow, you're busy when you want to. Immediately going to those laser suits. Let's see, Felix doing that scare. Yeah, kind of. I can kind of hear that. Right. I wish there was a quicker way to get down to where they're heading to now. No, I've played this game on at least 3 different platforms and it's buggy as fuck. You'd think the most important thing they do is, like, modders would be to fix the endless amount of bugs in this game. but they don't. I mean, don't get me wrong, my computer's fucked up, but my computer will crash in much more grandiose ways. It won't just be stuck on a loading screen and shit like that. No, no, no. When my computer crashes, my computer just more or less catches fire. You know when it's my fault and when it's their fault. It's very honest like that. Oh, Dylan, you just keep on giving excuses to your horrible money sink, don't you?
I waited to speak with you one last time before I descended to the launch pad, Wanderer. I want you to know that we will remember for all eternity how you delivered us to the threshold of the great journey. Our preparations...
Notice my face. Alcohol might be my mistress, but tonight she's feeling like a dominatrix who found a new and interesting use for a candlestick. And I have to grit my teeth and lie back and think of England. Ugh, God, I hate this stuff. Rockets will convey your flock to the ground. Yeah, let's talk about Chris. Is he leaving Chris behind? Oh yeah, we haven't even addressed the fact that the bold, serious guy is named Chris. We have not even addressed that. You've been using Chris. It's despicable. I don't know. As it uses. That's none of my business.
Chris shall be declared the saint of the great journey before we depart. I hope this will ease his sadness.
Goodbye, Jason. Well, you don't have to feel bad. I mean, he can barely walk, and, I mean, look at that fashion sense. He doesn't have the thighs to pull off that look. And you don't have the chin to pull off that helmet.
Jason says that I am to cooperate with you on the final tasks necessary to launch the great journey.
Alright. Ignition agent. Yeah, I know where to get all this shit. You get the ignition agent from... I think you get the isotope from the corpse near Nelson, and you get the weird sort of isotope, not the isotope, the ignition fluid from Novak, from the dinosaur. Everyone do the dinosaur. Actually, hold on. Come on, yeah, get on the floor. Everyone do the dinosaur. Billy makes it out to be a lot more fun than it is.
I don't know if you know, but since Jeannie May passed, I've been keeping an eye on her properties for her. I think it's time we gave everything back to you, so take this key and make yourself at home at our motel. It'll open the room on the second floor, closest to the lobby.
But I killed Jenny May. Do I still get my discount?
Killed her? Why would you do something like that?
My business. She had it coming. Personal favor. She missed my wake-up call just because. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Personal favor.
Lord Almighty, I can't for the life of me imagine her doing anything that'd make someone want to kill her.
Me neither. They never give me a liar, of course. It does. Imagine if you knew someone for decades and someone came, like a random person came in, and then 3 days later he came in covered in blood and said, I killed your friend. Let's talk. And they're just like back to normal with no explanation. You know, you'd be a little bit miffed.
Well, I don't really know. Would that sour you on buying one if it did?
All your mania rockets.
Really? I never thought I'd see the day.
I don't need all of them.
The day I'd part with them for such an incredibly low price, with so many other offers flooding in. But I like you. I think maybe it's time. All that's left is in the storage room here. You can buy the key from my store.
I can, or if I have 30 barter, aka the most bare-bone barter you can get.
Okay, I admit it. They've been collecting dust since before I got here. You
In all
can have
fairness,
her
I'd
back.
have done the exact same thing as him. I'd be like, oh, money, cool. Ooh. Oh, I can't get any more experience.
Sure
That's a
thing.
shame.
Have a look.
But I can sell the shit I found. Shit is good to sell. Especially because he has so many caps. I'm gonna need that in, I need those caps in the days ahead. I don't need any of this shit except this, and no, I don't need this. Actually, tempting to keep this because it's such a rare thing to get. Meh, meh, meh. Alright, that works. No, it doesn't.
Welcome back.
Because
Sure
the
thing.
whole
Have a
point
look.
was that I get, where is it? Ooh, I do want to pick up that though, because I've got the sword right there. Dynamite. Aha! What I find interesting, he must activate this vending machine from time to time. And yet, this whole place is incredibly irradiated. And again, most of their food they eat is highly irradiated.
Welcome. Come on in.
No. Okay, now, next thing we do is we... You know, you could be useful for more than just 5 seconds, so I'm just throwing the idea out there. I know you're witty and charming and oh so kooky, but... Right, I have to go up here now. Well, I don't have to do anything, I suppose. I think I once talked about that, but there's a philosophical thesis that is more or less word for word describing the characters of all Bethesda games. Where, sure, everything has been set out for you, the plot-wise, but the second the human being takes control, you know, I could just go and blow Boone's head off.
Gun at you for a while, see how you like it.
Yeah, that was just scripted, that's the point. That's the whole point he was trying to say. Didn't you do 3 or 4 months worth of college philosophy? Didn't you live? Get woke, Boone. Get woke. Right. Speaking of wokeness, it's time to make these golden geckos go unwoke. Very useful suit right here. Mr. Radical's journal. Police baton, completely useless. Radiation suit, however. I thought he had an advanced radiation suit. And we make Boone. No. Right, I'm going to switch over to an actual explosive device. Because... Alright, let's try a grenade. No, Boone, don't shoot them from here. So much experience. Now we can... Ooh. Nice. It's not you, it's me. Okie dokie. And finally we head up towards the Helios 1 center and... which you can easily see from here, and proceed to get the thingamabob that requires the thingamabob from the old lady who has the thingamabob, also known as a dog. I should really finish that Rex quest at one point, just to say I've done it. Look at her arms when she runs. Eh, eh, eh. I don't know, I think she needs more makeup. More makeup and more bright colors. Easier to conceal. Oh, and here we are. Here's my location. The location station. So where is she? Lady Gibson. Some of her dogs. Small broke up dogs. Is not the word I was meant to say. There she is. Boop.
Hi there. I'm Old Lady Gibson, or so they tell me. I've got odds and ends for sale, and I'm pretty good at fixing things, too. You might have noticed a very large building just north of here. That's Helios 1. The NCR runs the place, so it's off limits to
I think I've
private.
got enough experience to go in and... God, look at her neck. It looks like a bit of chewing gum that's been stretched just at an angle.
As it so happens, I do have some thrust modules, but they're expensive. 500 caps worth of expensive.
I can afford that, but I can also 250 hours. I always go for speed, so Sparta this time.
Fair enough. It's not like anyone's ever wanted to buy them before. 250 caps it is.
I'm the same default old woman voice that you've heard 50 million times.
Pleasure doing.
Whoop-de-doo. Okay, so I got everything to get the rockets restored, but I also want her to have a look at my armor, which is yeah. And let's have a look what she's got. That's a bold statement, especially after Infinite and all that SJW bullshit surrounding it. I would like to see that. Whiskey, vodka, vines, wristen packs, gecko meat, dog meat, absinthe, aha, hide, egg. Confusion. Alright, that'll do.
Thanks. The way I heard it, the Brotherhood of Steel ran the place before the NCR took it away from them. I'm not sure who started shooting first. But when it was over, the Brotherhood, with all their fancy armor and weapons, was on the run.
She sounds mildly proud of that. No one likes the NCR out here, but they like the fact they're just regular people with a lot of guns. Classic American attitude.
Well, I'll give you a hint. They used to just call me Gibson. I hope you can figure out the rest. I don't mind, to be honest. Living long is a real accomplishment these days. Remains to be seen if I end up dying peaceful in my bed.
Not much of a bed, I've seen it. Looks rather like some of my beds over the years. You're a staple. You should have the world. Boop. Right, I've got everything I want, but do I have enough enough intelligence? Science rather, 67. Unless I have a scientific magazine, I'm going to need to raise that stats up. Science Today or something, isn't it? Last physician. Got some mentats, but that's about it. Alright, let's go raising up that XP. Oh, I can do it in I can do it in the... I guess someone actively have had to done that. I can do it in here. Oh, that means we also get to see Mr. Fantastic. Oh, the Bethesda is not famous for having really fun, interesting characters. They set fun, interesting settings. But Mr. Fantastic is pretty hilarious. And he's inside here. Whee! Ow. Should have seen that one coming. Another thing strap in. Atomic Heart. Alright. I shall check this out after...
This is a restricted area. State your business.
Sure thing. Lie, I'm with the NCR.
Your being here is a start, soldier.
I am technically with the NCR.
With troopers here. But if you really want to help us, talk to the idiot with sunglasses in the back of the plant building.
Atomic
He's been trying to
Heart.
get this place running for months and hasn't made any forward progress.
Fallout / Bioshock. So this sort of setting with a bigger emphasis on first-person shooting. I can get behind that if that's the case.
I ask myself the same question all the time. But energy is hard to come by around here. Gives you more control over this area than troops ever could.
Okay.
If we lose the dam to the Legion, this little plant may be our last stand.
That can be a good thing. Earlier today I heard Paul talking about just going on one of those pessimistic rants he's famous for, and someone said, oh, well, if you don't like the way the capitalistic world has worked, you must be a communist. And he said, no, if the communists had won World War II, the polar ice caps would still eventually melt. And not World War II, the Cold War. If the fascists won World War II, the polar ice caps would probably still melt. It's all gonna still happen. Christ, it was too early in the day. For both of us, for him and me. I think I saw the sun coming up near the end of his stream. Yeah, by the way, thanks for that link you gave me earlier. I'll be adding that to the reaction video. That makes 3. Cool. I'll probably see that pop up in a few seconds now. Don't think this is the way. Do I know the way? I do know the way, but this is not the way. I literally pushed her aside like you would this chair. Just rolled her aside. Classic man. Except I'm not a man, I'm a... I'm a woman of color who's also an SJW. Damn. I'm actually more curious about it now. I think when this is finished, I'm gonna watch that one.
Hey, man.
Do you hear that? It sounds like air, but almost like it's trying to say a word. Hat, hat, hat. Don't know how well you guys can hear that. Right.
Who the hell are you? They bring you in to replace me? They're replacing me, aren't they?
That's right, I'm here for your job. Why are you worried about being replaced? Settle down. Hat, hat, hat. No, Mr. Fantastic. He's probably trying to feed the machine a hat or some shit like that. Alright, let's play along with his paranoia.
Ah, shit. Shit, man. I need this. Gotta pay the bills. And I'm addicted to a lot of different kinds of chems. I mean a lot.
At least he's honest about it. Most junkies are like, I don't have a problem, you have a problem. Pay me a stack of caps right now, forget you have a job. Actually, I'm not here to replace you.
Damn right you're not. Goddamn right. Why would they? You can't top this guy. Just a little more time. You can't keep Fantastic down for long.
Fantastic! Yeah! On the special edition of this game, it came with a stack of playing cards with all the characters of the major characters on the game on it, and I think he's the Joker for one of the decks. I don't know which one. It's probably some really low quality one like hearts or clubs or some shit like that. But his artwork makes him look so much more badass than he actually is. He's a fucking retarded junkie who got really lucky.
What else? I'm in charge. This whole operation depends on me. No Fantastic, no power. Got the whole NCR suckling my teats. And it feels so good.
Oh god. Right from I'm starting to get into the vodka now, by the way. Right into that quote from the Mighty Boosh. Hot squirts of man foam.
Well, see, we're getting power because the guy running this place is fantastic. But the mirrors outside aren't aimed right, so we're running at 1% efficiency. And I guess that just isn't good enough for some assholes. Trouble is, most of the controls for this place aren't here. They're in the tower. And that place has some crazy pre-war security system that the dumb shit NCR set off when they took over. Killed 2 guys. Now they won't go near it. They want me to make an omelet, but I can't break any of their eggs. Know what I'm saying?
So when we target the mirrors...
There's these 2 terminals outside. They control the mirrors. I tried fooling with them, but didn't get very far. You'd have to get them to talk to the mainframe up in the tower, then do the rest from up there. I'm guessing, but it sounds good, right? Hey, you're not thinking about going up there, are you?
I am now.
Well, hey, if you find yourself up at the mainframe, do yourself a favor and make sure you send the power to the right place. It needs to go to the Strip and McCarran.
Fuck yeah. Don't fuck with the bear.
Because I get paid, that's why. Per kilowatt hour. Whatever the hell that is. That's where the NCR wants the power, so that's where I want it. But you know, you do that, maybe I put in a good word for you with them. Fantastic's little helper. There's a reputation you can hang your hat on.
Why are you worried about police?
Worried? Do I look worried to you? I've got this under control, baby. No one else can do what I do here.
Oh, forgot to say. This is funny. When I went out up to the shops the second time, I met the woman who did my braid. She was just wrapping up for the day, getting into, or if not getting in for the day, just going off or whatever. And she was getting into the car. We talked for a little bit. She was curious to see why this bit broke into two bits, but she said it would looked fine as it is. But she was more curious about this, and she was wondering whether or not I would grow this out and add it into the braid to increase its like overall size, or make a third braid going down eventually. And I said, well, I was actually thinking that I would just like half and half it, half the braid here, half the braid there. And she kind of stared at me and went like, you don't really want to do that, do you? You want to keep it, like, you want to add a third one. Otherwise, there's going to be a big gap. And I'm like, well, I guess. I've never braided my beard before. Yes. Yes, that is what you told me to do. And that's what I suggested. And she suggested instead to do the middle part down as its own individual braid when the time comes. Which could work if it's even, I guess. But she was very surprised the thing broke. But, it was held together with a rubber band in the most tiniest part. So...
Fuck, man. Everything. I push buttons, I turn dials, I read numbers.
I just realized.
I make up little stories in my head about what the numbers mean.
Yep.
Like one time I imagined they were a code to get into a vault full of naked women. Man, how cool would that be?
Mr. Fantastic is more or less my managerial skills. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I've been given this great responsibility, and for Christ's sake, I'm going to milk it for everything it's worth.
No, man. I know exactly what I'm doing. I just don't know what effect it's going to have. Over there controls power in this building. That station has readouts on the computer network. That big knob there makes a crazy noise. Sparks come out of that slot if you put stuff in it. And I'm learning more every day.
If you help the Legion take over, he still survives. He actually joins the Legion. He has no idea what the Legion is, but you find him dressed up as a legionary, and he just says something like, when in Rome, although I have no idea where Rome is.
It was easy, man. They were going door to door asking if anyone knew any scientists. I said look no further. They asked me if I knew anything about power plants. I said as much as anyone I had ever met. They asked me how well I understood theoretical physics. I said I had a theoretical degree in physics. They said welcome aboard.
You see, the fun thing about Fantastic is that he's kind of like Homer Simpson. He's been strapped to a position he is in no way prepared for, but who let him in the first place? Everyone's responsible. There's a chain of failure leading up to Fantastic.
Here, you want this. It's the password to one of the terminals outside. Found it written on one of the stalls in the bathroom.
Meanwhile, you've got Nerdy McLamo over here. Fuck the followers of the apocalypse. Help everyone. Fuck off. He does give you a big book of science if you do his quest, though. Which is fine. I mean, I can do this and still side with the NCR. It's just I want to get on the NCR's good side from the start. Last thing I want is a bunch of high-powered rangers coming after me. I mean, the Legionary Assassins have nothing on those motherfuckers. A bunch of 50 caliber anti-material rifles. Fuck's sake. You think Boone is powerful? Try 5 of Boone's, all with better armor than he has. Also, where's the, where the fuck is this? Right. Where is it? There should be a broken power, solar panel. Solar panel. Also, these wouldn't work. I mean, look at the amount of dirt on them. and dust. There's a reason they look absolutely spotless. They can cause kinetic energy if even there's a tiny bit of dirt. I think this is based off a real place in California or Nevada, and if I remember right, 1/4 of all the power it produces, and it produces a shit ton of power, but 1/4 of it is used just to power these massive fans that at all times make the place nearly sterile. And they have like dozens of people going around constantly wiping them down. That was a few years ago. I'd like to think that we've found some sort of like lubricant that only needs to be replaced once every 10 years, but right, well, I got 2 of them so far, so that'll do. NCR for life. Traps. I'm glad to say no one's asking our traps gay. Didn't plan for that, but that was a genuine rhyme right there. Ah! Huh. Okay, let's see, can I do this without... Nope. You're really happy with yourself, aren't you? Yep. Okay. S is for stem packs, which is really cool. There we are. Aha! Always wondered why they're called NCR guard dogs, but the rest of the group don't care. Maybe they're like the feral NCR guard dogs? I don't know.
Keep looking.
That's the sort of dog meat I'd be happy to try in China. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, I know what I have to do. No, I'd prefer not to. Also, what the fuck's that noise? Why does it sound like tons of books are falling everywhere? I've got to go back to that nerdy follower guy. You can't get in without the 2. Oh, I can. All right. No, I'm just gonna upgrade my skills the old-fashioned way by blowing shit out of shit. Because shit does not deserve to live in shit. It deserves to die. Actually, this is probably going to be a very tough fight because I've got Mark 5 turret. That's not so bad. And there's... Oh, okay. Kill it! Where are you at? You know it's the future because you have one of these things. Christ, it sounds like the bug zapper in Ideology. There's tons of robots around here, and robots go boom. Aha. Okay, back. I'm not letting shit like that fuck me over. I'll tell you that much. I'm not. I'm gonna finish the quest that I want to finish on my own terms. But I actually know that this is in fact not the way. The way is to go back to that Chris Harma Sharma, whatever the fuck his name is. For God's sake, would you just work? Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Low Energy Videos presents a fairly drunk man having a battle with a keyboard that isn't really meant to be happening. But now, no, it's not happening. Right, fuck it. I'm gonna try it with just a regular old-fashioned keyboard. If all the elite gamers can play with just a regular old-fashioned keyboard, so can I, because I'm elite. I didn't say elite, because as Elite Dangerous showed, I'm elite in nothing. Except for time wasting. Beautiful, fun, fantastic moment when you realize you have to backtrack. Backtracking is a fun thing for the whole family, yeah.
It's unusual to see a new face here. Are you a soldier or a scientist?
He seems nice, but some about his voice is a little bit, oh my, do you come here often? Would you like me to buy you a drink?
Well, that explains it. NCR, who do you fight for?
This is your turf.
Very well, yes. I'm part of the followers of the apocalypse. If you're not familiar, we seek peace and the spread of knowledge. Knowledge that must never be lost to the world.
I know who you are. I only want... I do what's necessary to keep the peace. NCR has me to... yeah.
Then I would say do it. As long as the power of this plant is committed to the regional grid and not to a weapon, we are safe. If you're the one...
there. That's what I wanted from this motherfucker. Well, actually, I also want that big book of science, but the only way I can do that is if I follow his quest. And that would make the NCR sad for some reason. Because they actually also get a little bit of power. They get like 5% power boost, which, you know, that light in McCarran that keeps on flickering, it wouldn't be flickering after that. That doesn't seem to be good enough for some people. Workers of the world unite and all that. You know there's a dog on screen because it's making default dog noises. In all fairness, I do like dogs in Bethesda games because they're always named and modelled. Some of them at least are modelled after the dogs of some of the developers. Okay. Wait, is it E? B? To click it, huh? Okay. Right. Now I can go off and go and kill robots. Wasn't much of a detour, but it was still a fucking detour. Yeah. Oh, you could almost say that it was a low energy detour, which in this context actually fucking works. Nice. Now you see that, Boone? You see how it all works together if we just try? Oh, shut up. You keep working on your Batman voice acting. Maybe you'll get it one of these days. I am the Knight. Been watching a lot of Batman clips as of late. I have no idea why. nothing decent. There's nothing useful anyway up down there. So let's go and heal ourselves through the power of a doctor's bag and a shit ton of stim packs. I hate that noise. It sounds like something from a 90s game where an enemy would fling knives out of their hands. Well, that was a good hit on my part. Ah.
Do you think you can hide from me?
Yes. Except I'm not really trying to hide, I'm trying to kill you.
Can't run from me.
Why are you using your fucking... I always liked the Mr. Gutsy. Kinda does sound like a Transformer. Not like Optimus Prime or something, but one of the really shit ones. I sound like Hal. Actually, he sounds like Microsoft Sam or something like that. I am Microsoft Sam. I am here to help you. Pronounce the words you can see on screen.
Please step into the open and identify
I've actually seen a quote life-size statue of a Protectron. One of these. They went up to about here on me. And they looked so... This was in Omaha. The place where I bought the wine stopper with the globe on it. They had a couple of statues like that, one of which was a Protectron. Oh god, I'm getting sick of that noise. And it looked so sturdy that I wanted to take a picture with it, so I put my elbow up on it, and it just started rocking back like crazy. I was like, whoa. It was all just like styrofoam with a metallic base. Right, now here comes the moment of truth. Do I actually have enough skill to get this to work? Okay, so if I remember right, you have to go over here. Repair 35 or higher. Right, so what is my repair? My repair is 41. What? Hey. Oh, and one piece of scrap metal. Oh, well, I can get the scrap metal from all the dead robots. That shouldn't be too hard. Might even find a scrap metal around here somewhere. Dumpster, maybe? No. I know E is exit. I don't know why. I think escape. Oh, well. That's just that then, I guess. Right. I have to find myself some scrap. Yeah. One of these for good measure, because they are worth a little bit of money. Run, run, run as fast as I can. Okay. And here we go. Repair the wire. Helios 1 is ready for business. I love Fallout computers. They're so much more advanced than ours, but they're massively huge. It's called micronization. Might want to look into it. Configure power grid. McCarran and Las Vegas. There. Everything is better. Except for the fact I have to initiate it. So, At this point, actually, why the hell do I have to initiate it? Why can't someone else just do it? I can just say, hey, I finished it. You guys can take it over from here. Also, they must be producing some power. I mean, look at the amount of smoke that's coming out of this. Alright, that makes a lot of sense. You know, I want to use a solar power plant in the day. So, is it wait? No, it's... No. No. How do you wait again? How do you wait again? You press a button. I can guarantee you a button is involved. Let's see if the controller works. Just save time. Will it work though? Why am I not the biggest YouTuber of all time yet? I mean, there should be movies going on about me. There should be, you know, Mr. Melkor should be doing scandals. Keemstar should be talking drama about me. And yet I shouldn't be giving a single fuck because I'm going on Jimmy Kimmel. But does he do, guests? I don't know. Fuck, this isn't cool. Let's try this one. Yeah, this isn't working. Alright, no worries. Boom, boom, boom. Back. Back. E. Alright. Set. Control. In the future, you're probably just doing whatever the fuck you're doing. And you're looking at this and thinking, should you skip ahead? Honestly, go for it. Maybe you should have done it even a while ago now, because this is... Alright, wait is T. Oh. No. T. Great. 11, 12, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let's try 10 hours. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Aw. I was off by 45 minutes. Wait, no. Oh, and I forgot that waiting here is not a good thing considering. E is for Dr. Bag. Good for E. Now, could I press this shit? Yes, I can. And I'm almost certain that if I did this, I'm doing right now, I would be completely blinded. I don't even have sunglasses. Look at this shit. Look at it. Yeah, I'm just like this shadow on this wall over here. Boone, a very boring and yet awesome shadow here on this side. Also, this is stupid as fuck, but there's no way down except for the old-fashioned way. Which you have to go back all the way around. I mean, if you have the cheats on, you can just hop directly down. I'm sure there's some way. Well, that's what I was kind of going for. I mean, there would just be a shadow there. That's all that would be left of you, like when the nuclear bombs hit. I'll go. You already have full health? Am I? Because... Oh. Oh, I need water. Alright, that's right. P is for purified water, but I don't have any purified. Fuck. Absent? No. H2O increases. Remember when Yahtzee did something very weird for this game? He, when he reviewed it, he, did it as a sort of like a journal in his reviews. So day 1 he described it on survival mode, day 2 he described it on survival mode, so on and so forth. But at one point he found like a Nuka-Cola and he saw that he was dehydrated, so he drank it and his dehydration went up. And then he's like, oh, plus is a bad thing in this game. I mean, look at that. You drink wine, H2O goes up. Like, bullshit. It's been debunked that if you drink alcohol, it would make you more thirsty. Maybe like pure grain alcohol. Maybe like vodka. Like, maybe you wouldn't survive on pure vodka, but... Like beer? Yeah. It's so watered down. Absolutely. Yeah. I don't suppose you saw the button there for me to holster by any chance, did you? Fuck it, I'll find it myself. I gotta be a big boy about these sort of things. Controls, action mapping, draw weapon, strafe, attack, activate, block, ready, reload, or. Oh yeah, you have to hold down or, that's the one. You run faster if you don't have your weapon pulled. I want the screen cap of this video, random wise. I mean, if I really want to, I can put whatever screen cap I want. But I want it to be, where you go, me looking like I'm being roasted alive. But most likely it's just going to be me with a really, really fucked up face, kind of like, huh? How am I doing shit? Which button makes the thing do the thing? A while back I actually saw one of my videos I was going to make. I decided against it, but that's exactly the face I pulled. It was kind of like a... I look at a junkie shimmying up... A junkie shimmying up to someone looking for change. No, not in this, but after it's done I can edit in whatever I want in the edit screen. There could be all like 5 seconds of it without it. Oh cool, I can take whiskey, beer. Not a single thing could help me. Shit. Well, at least they have whiskey and vodka, a different one. Well, that saves me a little bit of money.
Yo.
Yo.
Whoa, really? Oh, shit. Oh, I knew I could do it. Those NCR pricks can all get on their knees and worship at the altar of fucking fantastic. But don't worry, I'll tell them what you did for me, man. Not all of it, though. They think I was an idiot. But some of it.
Oh.
Bad at, man. one day you could end up where
yeah, I mean,
you never know.
you can. I mean, once your video's nice, once your video's been uploaded, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it in creator mode. Is anyone gonna pick up this coffee pot? I mean, I understand the apocalypse happened. It's just like you guys you patrol this corridor, right? Okay, it's a strange thing. I can't imagine you came out to Mojave to patrol this particular corridor, but I suppose someone has to do it. But at no point will you just stand over the corridor again and again and again and again. Then you're not just gonna like pick it up. I mean, there. I have saved you hassle. I'm not going to even get the full cap that coffee pot is worth. And look at this. You have to live here. Look, I'm going to take your bullets now, okay? You don't deserve death. You don't deserve death devices. I deserve death devices because I know what they can do. Coffee pots go on the table, which is there. Bullets go in my gun. At least you know a gun, when not in use, goes away from your face. And these motherfuckers are going to take over the Old West, huh? Cool. I wasn't sure if you could do it with stream videos. Yes, you can. I've done it already. Trying to remember now which video I have already done it on. I have actually gone back and picked another video out of the list, the 3 thumbnails that they give you at the start of it. But I can't remember particularly which. I'm going to go back to Novak and get my hands on some water. I actually need, yeah, I do need to find myself a source of water, radiator or no. So, I could go down to the Colorado and try to drink, but that won't end well for anyone.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. See, he's very happy. He probably knew that woman all his life, and I just blew out her fucking, well, Boone blew out her brains, but aid. Okay, boxing time, dark fruit, purified water, perfect. The opposite of negative. That's not the opposite of negative, but I think the heart was still there. What am I gonna sell this person so I can make a bit of money? Fission battery. See? Told you that fission battery pay off. Answer 4 is A. Coffee pot. Oh, I almost get a full cap for that coffee pot. Almost. Right. My goal before the end of the stream, no matter how many times I crash, as long as I don't crash for the big one, is to go and get the ghouls up into space. For that, I just need one more thing, and that is mental increase. I need to increase my my science skill. The best way to do that, quickest way and fun way too, is experience. So I'm now going to head to Nelson and kill off some Legion. Plus that'll make me a nice bit of money. Yeah. Exit. Okay, boom. Item is that. This is that. This is where the survival skill really comes in handy. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I mean, look at this shit. That's a nice little feature. I don't really notice that. Right there and there, that's oh. That's just like where a fire extinguisher should have been. It's just like a default thing to put in. But I thought because this was a real former Christian area, I thought they would have a, I thought that was like some sort of, like, Mormon pamphlet holder. Of course, in this game, they're not called Mormons, they're called New Canaanites. And they're very wealthy, but they're about to get their asses kicked because the DLC told me so. Which is a shame, I wanted to see New Canaan. Right, let us do it. Well, what did I say on Evans? Let's do it like a nudist. Let's do this like a nudist. And I can do it better than that. Let's do it like a nudist. There we are. Come on. There we are. Come on. Boom. Ooh, buddy. Nothing. Said nothing. Here comes a bit of fun. Killing Legion. It's always good to kill Legion, because Legion are bad. We make bad people go away. We also get to meet Ranger Milo, who is cool. Except he's voiced by like one of the 5.
We're getting close to Nelson.
God, that was
Any
quick.
closer, I'm shooting any legionary I see. Hope that's not a problem.
That's not a problem, that's a solution. I'm not ready to attack. We'll keep our distance. That's not how I want to approach this. Yeah. So obviously I want to go with that's not a problem.
Damn right. You and I, we're just a couple of problem solvers.
Yeah, we are. Seriously, all you need is just someone with a big gun to go in and kill Caesar. So why hasn't the NTR or anyone else done that at this point? Because if I can just do it...
Hold up there. This area is locked
Stop
down
scratching your ass.
until we can dislodge some Legion snakes from Nelson.
The name's Courier, is it? I thought that was your job description.
Oh, heck. I've heard of you. Supposed to be a regular hero or something, ain't that right? But maybe you're a little too reputable to get involved in some dirt work for the Republic.
I want to end, yeah. Are you interested in cracking jokes? Getting some done.
Well, I'll be damned. Looks like you've got some dirt in you after all. If you had a few dozen doses of Psycho on you, maybe we could pep those weepy troopers into charging down into Nelson and taking back the camp. But since that's not likely, you could help me take...
You actually can give them a dozen doses of Psycho, and they just run at anything that moves. It's hilarious looking. Why to get the hostage?
The troopers won't go down into camp with their comrades at risk. Dirty game the Legion likes to roll out whenever they get a chance. Problem is, Ranger Milo doesn't want to play. If we take out the hostages...
That line would have been done better if there was a different voice actor behind that. It should have been, Ranger Milo does not want to play. I mean, if I can do that line a little bit more sort of, no, that they were going for.
Back at Ranger School, they taught us not to run headlong into a battle when you're outnumbered 10 to 1. You want to go down there and try to haul those crippled boys off those poles? You're dumber than you look.
They're not crippled. You see, there's no negative downside for doing that whatsoever. The only downside is if you wanted to just rain Fat Man missile launchers down onto the village, which still wouldn't get the job done because you have to kill a guy inside a building. Anyway, so...
Good. We clear out the hostages, they lose their advantage. They're down in a clearing, crucified on some telephone poles. I'll cover you from the ridge. Just make it quick. These boys should be put out of their misery, not plinked to death with some old varmint rifle. And don't get any dreamy notions about playing the hero and dragging these boys out. You'll get
Why
swarmed.
not? I don't need to. They walk out of their own. This is some weak ass crucifixion that they get going up.
We're getting those guys out of there.
I know. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. But that line, the varmint rifle, at this point, that's kind of like a declaration that even if you've been getting along so far with the really, really weak weapons you started off with, you have to now get along with better weapons. So, you know, cowboy repeater and up at this point. Or in my case, a lawgiver. I am the law. I do love his rifle though, the Long Larvine or Carabine or something like that he calls it. Boom. Right. Yep, yep. Ironically, Legion have some of the best non-addictive or bad for you shit because they always want to keep healthy. So if you want like purified water or just like pure meat and shit like that, no radiation. But sometimes you'll also find human flesh, so you know, they've got no problem eating each other. Wait, which button is VATS? I should find that one out real quick. Settings, control. Anyone in the future, and to Metal Monkey in the stream right now, can you tell I'm just enjoying myself for the sake of enjoying myself? I know I was kind of hoping for a bit more of a crowd, but I'm not mine. And I had a feeling it was VATS. VATS is for V. V is for VATS, rather. Asperger's. Yep, down it goes. They use mongrels way too much in this game. Is this the first time I've used VATS in this? Damn. E is for accept. That's how we do it in my garden. It's so nice when I killed him by blowing up shit behind him. He was polite enough to close his eyes. Okay. Healing powder. Useful money. E is for exit. Yeah, let's get you motherfuckers out of here before anyone else.
Hello.
Hi.
Mercy killing's a last resort. I'm glad you recognized we had options.
Of course we had options. There was no negative downside. If they were properly crucified, they would have been nailed to it. And they'd have been nailed via not this, but this. Christ couldn't have been nailed by his hands. His body wouldn't have been able to hold up his weight, no matter how strong the wood holding him or how thick the nail. You need to go by your wrists. And that's why, you know, as horrible as crucifixion was, and in some rare cases is, it actually does not kill you as long as they claimed in the Bible. The idea is that you're meant to be a representation of what happens. You're not meant to just linger forever. Where is a Brahmin steak or any sort of food? There's a Xander root anyway. Radix, program, prickly pear. Oh, I could have used prickly pear to get my thirst down. Mesquite. Mesquite. I do like taste of that whenever I can get my hands on it. Right, weapons. Service rifle, ammo, armor piercing. Because we're going close quarter, baby, and I don't have a shotgun. Okay, let's hope this doesn't crash the game, but here we go. That's right, you will focus on Boone. I'll be busy blowing your head off. That seems about right. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. There. Boom. Are you glad I gave you that kick-ass armor? I'm glad I gave you that kick-ass armor. I'd give them better weapons. Like a single round shotgun. What is this? The fucking Civil War? Oh no. Well, then again, in Fallout, there's Liberator. In Fallout 4, you've got the laser muskets. So that's fine. I love that noise. Alright, that's not every last Legionnaire, but I think that's the XP maxed out this town. Before I start going hunting for Legionnaires, because like I said, I want to get to launching that damn ship. Up we get, run, 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 up we get. They're so nice to give me little boards to get up here super fast, but like getting out of Helios 1 was just a fucking slog.
Me and Carmine. Howdy. What's the word?
The word is, your hipster beard reminds you of the guy who runs the barrel store in Carrick Shannon.
I have to admit, I didn't think you could do it. Guess that makes me the sap and you the hero. I'm not authorized to pay for contract work, but here's something for the effort, and I'll make sure everyone hears about what you did. Thanks.
Cool. And oh, that seems to have pushed me over the edge. Perfect. Right. Science. Yes, that's more than I'll need. A is for continue. And I do believe the here and now perk is at level 10. Yes. Which then immediately kicks me up to level 11. 111 Evon La Favor. Big Book of Science. Where else do you get the Big Book of Science? Alright. Well, it gives you 3 anyway, so I'll put that there. And now I have some free choices. Next one on the list, once this is done, is the... what's the name of it? I-15, Boulder City, Speech. I probably want Speech. Done. Okay, so. Boom. Parallel. World map. Dark Field, Toxic, Novak, Helios. There. Test site, that's what I wanted. Let's hope this doesn't fuck up before I can wrap up. Don't fuck up before I wrap up. Oh yeah. Oh my god! Geography Now is live. There's 2,300 people currently watching, according to my TV screen. How long has that been up there? That's the first time I've ever seen him live. Shit, I could talk to that motherfucker. Well, I know what I'm doing after this. Notice how I'm more I'm more interested in a guy who talks about the countries of the world, and goes on these prepaid propaganda piece trips to these questionable places on the map, like Saudi Arabia and the Philippines and places like that, than I am with my own game. I'm a piece of shit. Found the entire... Yes.
Now all I need is the thrust control modules.
Yep, found a control. Rockets set to go, right. Good.
We have everything we need to launch the rockets.
You know what's going to happen? By the time I wrap this up, he's going to be offline. I guarantee it. Well, come on, lads. Let me do some pre-made animations a couple of times. Look at them all looking at me! Except for that dude. That dude's staying pure. Fuck no. I set myself a goal and I'm gonna reach it. 2 crashes is not gonna fucking see me through. Harlan doesn't give any shits. He just vanishes. He's... Clint Eastwood over there was actually originally meant to be one of your companions. A lot of Fallout New Vegas got cut. Ooh, nearly 1,000. Rentat, Stims, Medex. Hey Chris, you having a revelation that you're not a ghoul, but just a regular human? That must suck. You can convince him to destroy you can convince him to destroy the rocket ships. You know, you're playing his bullshit. They don't do a single fucking thing, by the way. They don't go on the ships or anything. They just kind of wander around.
Did you hear him? My God, you were right all along. I'm no ghoul. They were just using me.
I think if you could, Chris, but you die.
And dying would be worse than this?
I'm literally about to wrap up now. Once I convince him not to destroy it, I go upstairs, hit a switch, watch the rockets blow off into space, and that's me for the night. Geography Now has been, or could be going for many an hour still. I don't know. I'm not going to give up my stream that I've been putting this much time into to wrap up, to cancel at the 11th hour. Like, I pulled out of Papers, Please today earlier because I was like, oh no, I'm not going to have any fun here. I'd have need like an audience of thousands to shout me on saying that, like, go on, make an ass of yourself. Please us. Instead I was like, just there like, this game has a lot of memorizing. Fuck that shit. One of you is a Saint Chris.
Oh, so I've redeemed the human race, is that it? What a crock. The human race can't stand me.
I like his reasoning that he went crazy in the first place. He's going... It's very Lex Luthor. In the original comic, Lex Luthor hated Clark Kent because they went to school together. And Lex Luthor went mad before Clark found out. Like, this is back in the original comics. Clark found out that he was Superman, but he kept it under wraps, and he didn't realize how powerful he was until Lex lost his mind and tried to experiment on Clark with a super ray, and the super ray bounced off, and the radiation in the process made Lex bald. And that's why all versions after Lex of Lex, more or less, are bald. They either become bald or are already bald. I much prefer the already bald. And that's like there's this famous scene where like the original Lex Luthor is like, "You took my hair, you took my dream. I will hunt you. I will hunt you, Superman." Oh, old school comic books. Fucking crazy, man. You're pathetic. No wonder leaving you behind. That's not true, Chris. You're right.
So, you want me to accompany you on your adventures across the wasteland, is that
No, I don't. But originally that was a plan. You were originally able to have Chris on as a companion, and they kept that bit of dialogue in because Bethesda is always going to be Bethesda. There's a little town called Novak down the road.
life among humans again? That's what you're suggesting? I guess it's the only chance I've got. Maybe it'll be different this time. I was never a saint before. I can't believe I'm agreeing to this, but I'll give it a try. You go launch the rockets. I'm on my way to Novak.
I don't know why anyone hates ghouls in this reality. I mean, when you think about it, they're the last people who, most of them are the last people who remember what the life was like before the bombs hit. So, if anything, they'd be like the best teachers you could have. They're hundreds of years old. Except for the ones that went crazy and tried to eat you. Oh shit, that was the wrong direction. Look, I can go back super quick. That's very subtle of the game designers. You go down there and you see like a radioactive pool, and there just doesn't seem to be anything worth your while there, so you just kind of ignore it. Right, so I have to go back up into the building and then into where I met Jason Bright first, into that building that required a key, into that room that required a key, rather. I'm curious what Bethesda is doing next. They're not doing a Fallout or Elder Scrolls game. Or Wolfenstein, for that matter. Wolfenstein was always a side project for them. They said they have a whole new IP planned. Hmm. Nice to see what they have on the table. E3 can't be all that far off. Here it is. Here comes the crash.